The Philippine rice industry is at a crossroads, and the impact goes beyond just food security. Rice is a multi-billion peso industry that drives agriculture, affects consumer spending, and influences overall economic stability. While global rice prices have dropped, local prices remain high, prompting the government to intervene. The Marcos administration has lowered NFA rice prices to 33 pesos per kilo after declaring a food security emergency for rice. The move aims to provide relief, to consumers, but at what cost? How will this impact farmers, supply chains, and the long-term stability of the industry? With budget cuts, policy shifts, and a push to restore the 35% rice tariff, the big question remains, is this a sustainable solution or will it create bigger problems down the line? Joining us to break it down is Rosendo So, the president of the Samahang Industriya ng Agrikultura or SINAG. Good morning, Ka Rosendo.
Thank you. Magandang umaga.
Ka Rosendo, pinababa ng gobyerno ang presyo ng NFA rice sa 33 kada kilo mula 35 kada kilo. Ano po ang reaksyon ng SINAG dito?
So far, yung 33 pesos naman, kaya ng miller na habulin, no? Dahil yung presyo ng palay ngayon nasa 1950 to 20 pesos. So, pag meal, nasa 32 to 33. So we think na pwede naman na habulin yung presyo dun sa presyong 33 pesos and delivered sa mga outlet and retail. Yung retailer lang dapat bumaba yung markup. So yun ang nakikita natin.
Looking at the bigger picture, Ka Rosendo, what are the biggest issues facing the rice industry today?
So far, one big issue is yung cut ng national budget na 10 billion for the subsidy of fertilizer and itong DA seeds, so hybrid seeds. So ito will affect the outcome of our output kung hindi maibigay ito. And we think dapat ayusin ito para mabigay sa ating mga magsasaka.
Correct. There are lots of budget cuts and policy shifts in this sector. The DA's program lost 10 billion pesos in the 2025 national budget. Apart from that, the Development Budget Management Coordination Committee reduced support for rice farmers from 30 billion to 10 billion pesos, reducing funding initially meant to support farmers. Ano po ang magiging epekto nito sa industriya, Ka Rosendo?
Yeah, kung makita natin last year, yung cut of tariff from 35 to 15 did not help the price of rice going down. So yung inaasahan pa rin natin yung local produce, no? And we think na dapat ibalik yung tariff from 15 to 35 para masuporta ng ating local produce, and doon natin makikita yung mababang presyo. Kasi last year, from July to December, ang nawala is 15 billion, no? Doon sa tariff cut from 35 to 15. Pero kung makita natin yung presyo nung up to December, hindi gumalaw yung presyo ng rice, no? Itong January, February lang dahil yung international price ay bumaba, kaya nag-adjust yung presyo. Pero kaya ang sinasabi natin, dapat ibalik na lang yung tariff from 15 to 35.
Oo, ang laki ng binaba from 35% tariff to 15%. Ka Rosendo, can you lay it out for us? Bakit importante to na ibalik sa 35% ang rice tariffs?
Yeah, this year kasi kung ma-maintain 15% tariff, yung collection kasi ng tariff doon sa rice tariffication law will go to the farmers, no? Any collection from import for rice will go to the rice farmers. So yung tariff kung binabayad, mawawala yung 20% na sinasabi natin from 35 to 15. So that is equivalent to almost 20 billion collection ng kosto na dapat mabibigay dun sa mga magsasaka. So yun ang inaano natin. Nag-petition tayo sa Tariff Commission para at least ibalik yung tariff from 15 to 35%.
And Rosendo, moving on to rice prices, DA Secretary Laurel says 20 pesos per kilo rice is unlikely, but mid-30s, that price is realistic. Para sa inyo, what are your thoughts on this, Rosendo?
Yeah, yung sinabi ni Secretary, tama yun. No? We also computed kasi kung bubaba pa doon, baka hindi naman magtanim yung mga magsasaka. No? So yung 30 pesos to 32 pesos retail, baka achievable yun. Pero kung lower than that, kung mag-surrender yung mga farmers natin, baka walang magtatanim. Nakita naman natin na maski yung increase na import, price did not went down. No? So, inaasahan pa rin natin yung local production para ito ng ating bigas.
Okay. Speaking of local production, Rosendo, the Philippines remains a top rice importer. Ano ho ang dapat natin gawin so that we can produce everything that we need on our own?
Yeah, ang Vietnam and Thailand, makita natin, and other countries, well-subsidized ang farmers nila. Ang budget ng Department of Agriculture, yung sa country nila is 4 times yung budget dito sa atin. So, yung budget, ang nakikita natin yung seeds na mabibigay sa magsasaka, malaking bagay yun. And yung fertilizer na subsidy. And of course, kung may additional cost na ibibigay dun sa magsasaka, lalong mas maganda. So, yun lang naman natin ito is ginagaya naman natin yung producing country. So, hindi kailangan talaga na suporta ng ating mga magsasaka.
Okay. Salamat sa oras niyo ngayong umaga, Rosendo.
Alright, salamat.